Herman Mashaba, it would seem like your dream has come true. I've received a letter from Home Affairs. Maybe they're verifying my status as you asked them to do. That's Home Affairs over here. Let's see what they're saying. Dear Mr. Matinyarare, blah, blah, blah. Herman Mashaba. See you at the polls next year, my brother. And I think you know who I'll be voting for. Let me tell you a story, Herman Mashaba. When I first came to South Africa, I came on a 6-month work permit. And we had accepted a 6-month contract because I was supposed to come to South Africa for 6 months and from there go to Dubai, do 2 years, and then go and join my parents in the United Kingdom where they were living. And I thought South Africa had nothing to offer me. So I flew down from Zimbabwe, not expecting anything. In fact, I was just hoping that the 6 months would pass quickly. Landed at OR Tambo, and then all of a sudden, boom, my plans changed. You know, coming from Harare, which was one of the most beautiful cities in Africa, I didn't expect Joburg to have anything to offer. But when I touched down at OR Tambo, Herman, I was in shock. We reached down, there's this amazing infrastructure, a beautiful airport, organized, equipment, machinery. It literally looked like we had just touched down in Europe. I began to question whether I slept for 1 hour, 30 minutes, or I slept for 10 hours all the way to Europe. No, we were in South Africa. Before I could even enjoy the sight from the window of the plane, the doors of the plane opened and were asked to leave. And instead of walking downstairs, all of a sudden we're ushered into a corridor. I'd never seen this before. Despite the little traveling that I'd done, I'd never known that you can come out of an aeroplane straight into a corridor. I'd only seen it in the movies. We walk down this corridor, Herman. I'm looking around. I'm in shock. I'm in amazement, wondering if I'm in the right place. And just there we turn, starting to go to immigration. There are these things that look like escalators on flat ground. People are riding on them and they're sliding along quickly towards their destination. That is the day I began to realize what it is that South Africa was. But more importantly, what it is that Johannesburg was. Get through customs, I don't even remember because all I was doing is looking and marveling at this amazing terminal. We get outside into the parking lot. The airport looks like a freeway in its own respect. We get into the shuttle drives out of the parking straight into a freeway. It's like we're driving on the Autobahn in Germany. I'm still looking and thinking, did I oversleep? Did I somehow come to Germany instead of South Africa? I was in South Africa, Herman. The barriers of the roads, seamless. The grass cut, green, manicured. The sides, industrial complexes, industrial parks that looked like they were from a movie or from LA. We moved, Herman, past Isando, looking like I'm in some major European city. We pass Eastgate. We go all the way into Houghton. We start seeing houses that look like we've gone into Beverly Hills. Come out of there straight to Rosebank. There's a central business district that looks like it's from a book. I'm like, wow, South Africa is amazing. Before I could even get used to Rosebank, boom, we're in Sandton, another CBD. Then from there, Randburg, another CBD. I was like, wow. This was a city managed by Mbazi Mashlowa of ANC and Paul Mashatile. The city was beautiful, pristine. And immediately right there and then I made a decision. I'm not staying here for 6 months. I'm going to live in this place. I want to be in this place. The vibrancy. Black people in this city had a swag. They drove nice cars. They smelled good. They had dreadlocks, they had afros, they had bald heads. There was style in this city. You could tell that this is a city where black people all across the world can come and be comfortable. And at the time, I lived in a house with other people that were doing the same work I was doing from all over the world. The Americans were in awe. The British were in awe. The French were in awe. All of them couldn't believe what South Africa, Johannesburg, looked like. And then to top it off, I went to have dinner in Soweto. Got to Soweto, there was Deep Kloof, there was Pinville, there was Protea Glen. Soweto looked awesome. There was a vibe, there was vibrancy, there were tourists eating and enjoying in Soweto. I was like, wow, now this is a place. This is a place I could live. I thought Harare was all I wanted. This place is amazing. Fortunately for me, I then got a shoot in Cape Town. So a month later, I'm leaving Joburg to Cape Town. I couldn't wait. That if Johannesburg was in LA, if Johannesburg was Miami the way I had seen, what was Cape Town going to look and feel like? And this Johannesburg I'm telling you about, the one managed by Mbazi Mashloa, the one managed by Paul Mashatile, the one that was under the grips of the ANC, had double-decker buses that would be going around. But it is before the Gautrain. It is before Waterfall Estate. It is before Sandton was Sandton. It is before Rosebank was Rosebank. But it was that impressive. So, a month later, boom, I go to Cape Town. Fly into Cape Town, and we land. Doesn't feel like Joburg. It's underwhelming. It feels like I've landed back in Harare. We drive out of the airport. Nothing new, nothing fancy. Feels like Harare. Then we start to see the shacks. Shacks upon shacks upon shacks. We drove probably for about 30 minutes going towards the city center, seeing shacks, poverty, and sewage in the roads. I then had the misfortune of having a friend of mine who then decided to take us to go and pick up someone in Khayelitsha. I'd never seen anything like that in my life. Never seen so much poverty like I saw in Khayelitsha. Then the driver decided to take us to Nyanga, to Harare, to Clairefontaine, to Mitchell's Plain. It was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. I'd never seen so much poverty. I'd never seen so much sewage in the roads. And that place was run by the DA. You could not compare Alexander to what I saw in Khayelitsha, Harare, and Nyanga. You could not compare what you see in Eldorado Park and what it is that I saw in Mitchell's Plain. It was the worst and most pathetic experience. Then we went into the little city center. It feels like a little town. Nothing to write home about. Things start looking better in the north, but you've already been totally disappointed when you enter and begin to experience Cape Town as a slum city. So when people say the DA is the best at managing cities, you cannot compare what the ANC did in Johannesburg, what they did with Durban, why Durban is the place where most people want to go on holiday. It is because the ANC ran these places way better than the DA does in Cape Town. I hardly go to Cape Town for holiday because it's not a good experience. And when you're black, every experience that you have in Cape Town is negative. That is why you see that all black professionals, my girlfriend is from Cape Town, all her friends she went to school with are in Johannesburg, they all left Cape Town. Professional lawyers, professional advocates, senior advocates, bonke boom umbalula, they left Cape Town to come and live in Johannesburg because Cape Town is a hellhole. And it's a hellhole because of a lack of service delivery, a lack of economic activity. That's why its economy is smaller than Durban and Johannesburg. The hype of Cape Town is just lies and bad PR. And the failure of the ANC to have good PR because they decided to eliminate good communicators and good communication agencies like mine that turned the sentiment against sanctions in Zimbabwe to employ only South African agencies is why they are failing in telling their good story. They have had xenophobia affecting their ability to tell the wonderful story that they have because South Africans take for granted what the ANC did for them. So Herman, you know where I'm going to vote. So, until then, my brother.
Hey guys, Dumela. Welcome back to Everything Entertainment. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. I will really appreciate it. Guys, please watch the ads, my beautiful people. Please watch the ads. Guys, in today's video, we're gonna be speaking about this man, Mr. Rutendo. I've been speaking about him on my channel a lot, and every time when I speak about him, he literally someone who is, I don't know, he comes for South Africans and for South Africa as well. So for me to came across this video, I am so surprised. I don't want to lie to you. You get what I'm saying? So in the video, guys, Mr. Rutendo is breaking about getting a South African ID. Like for someone who literally despise South Africa, it's just a shock to me. I thought like by now he's already in Zimbabwe, but you can see good like guys, he's stuck in South Africa at this point. He's speaking about how Johannesburg used to be beautiful and whatsoever. Like, oh my goodness. Like you can see good like this man fought so hard to literally get at this ID, and I feel like the reason why he went on and get it is because of Herman Mashaba called him out on X to say good like, hey, you seem to be knowing a lot about South Africa and you seem to be speaking a lot more than South African citizens. Like, what is going on? Are you even legal in this country? And he was calling for a deportation of Enerudando. I'm speaking about Herman Mashaba. One time Herman Mashaba was like, you need to be deported to Tendo. I feel like that is why maybe he rushed to get a South African ID. Maybe he was illegal. We do not know. This man is so obsessed with South Africa. Like he's so obsessed with South Africa. Imagine the energy that he used to fight so hard to get a South African ID. The same energy he could use to fix Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe will definitely be a better place. I don't want to lie. Like, I do not want to lie, Sana. But in South Africa, they will fight tooth and nail to receive everything. Yeah. I wonder how did he get that South African ID? Like, did he use the right channels? Because of I don't trust the Home Affairs, guys. I do not trust the Home Affairs at all. I know that ID comes from an envelope of Home Affairs, but did he use the right channel to get that ID? But Sana, I don't know. Should I say as long as he's legal in the country? You guys heard what Rutendo said. He's saying to Herman Mashaba Kuti like, Herman Mashaba, let's meet at the poll. He's saying Kuti like, you know who I'm gonna vote for. And according to what he's saying, he says he's gonna vote for ANC. You guys can see Kuti like, these people are setting our country back. As South Africans, we know what ANC has done for us in 31 years. They have done nothing. They have done nothing. You get what I'm saying? So imagine all of undocumented foreigner, if they have to be documented and they're gonna vote for ANC or EFF, what is gonna happen to South Africa? This is the things that we do not want. They literally setting our country back. They want our country to be like Zimbabwe. Honestly speaking, the time I heard him saying Kuti like he's gonna vote for ANC, I'm like, my brother, what? Sana, we need to really fight so hard so that we can put in place the right parties. Like majority of the youth of South Africa, you must vote, guys. You must vote. Not so long ago, I posted a video about Helen Zille. Lene, she's in the same boat. She's saying, "Kuti like undocumented foreigners must be documented for the same reason, obviously, for them to get votes." South Africans, we are in deep as HIT. We really need to wake up and show up when it's voting times, guys. We need to really show up. So, yeah, guys, Rutendo has gotten a South African ID. We are in deep as HIT because he's literally gonna be in our neck. Because one thing about him, he likes to provoke South Africans. I don't know what does he get from that, but he enjoy doing it so much. And his country Zimbabwe is literally down the drain. He could be using that energy to fix Zimbabwe, but no, he literally wants to provoke us South Africans with everything that he have. But guys, this is the South African that we live in today. So yeah, please comment down below what you guys think about this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.